reset all the switches, reset the throttle. Go to fly. Click. Click. APU start. Turn these on. Let's get our load out. CSA 97, 12, 97, 12, 97, Maverick 65 Delta, Rocket Pod, and Jammer. Hundo 74th. I like that face. Rearming. APU's started, so we can start that up. Alright, now that that's going. Oh yeah, we need fuel pumps too, that's kind of important. Alright, now pump the throttle, and it's starting up. Oxygen, pitot heat, some dash lights, nav lights, turn those on to steady. Put these on.
Rearming complete.
Turn on our screens or MFDs. Multifunctional displays, anti-skid, taxi lights. Rearming is complete, so we can go ahead and turn these on. Turn you down. Close our canopy, because why not? Left engine started, start up the right engine, pump the throttle. There we go. Go ahead and lock those together. Loving this new Warthog HOTAS, man. This thing is amazing. Worth every penny. Load all. Very, very minor gripes, but this thing will last me 20 years. I'll get used to it. Definitely interested in doing the mod, getting the slew button, but also nervous about opening this up to do that. Mavericks. I don't know why the lining it from the DSMS page isn't doing it, but it's not doing it for me, so turn off our APU, arm our seat, should have 3 lights, everything else good. Let's uncage our lights and turn those on. Blinky. Takeoff trim, good, alright, sweet. And now we wait. Dancing. That'll make you sick, I'm sorry. Take a quick peek ski at the exterior. So, loaded up, again I've got 3 CVU-97s, 2 GBU-12s, and 2 Maverick 65 Deltas. Those are the thermal imaging ones, and 1 rocket pod, the jammer, a targeting pod, and 2 AIM-9 heat seeker missiles. Very nice. Let's take a quick look at the F-10 map and see what peoples we got about the targets. We can actually look at it this way too. You can look at the drone, but I mean, we got some clouds here, so he's in the clouds. Excuse me. Let's see. Take a look at this drone again in the clouds, and hey, look, this guy's doing what we were trying to do. Damn it, wrong button. Following that up. Zoom out. There we go. looks like he's got 4 Mavericks and 4 GBU-97s or GBUs anyway, CBUs. And he is rocking out, which theme here, what is that? Flying Tigers. It's a lightning bolt. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the markings. I don't know which one this is. Anyways. We still got a minute or two before our... Ooh, well, this is interesting. Hold on. No, he's up the wrong one. He needs to turn left. Because... 6,000... Alright, we're good. So what we need to do, looking at that, we need to change our height of function on our CBU-97. So we go like this, we go CBU, CBU-97, height of function. We're going to change that to 700. Load that symmetrically, so both of those are good, and then we got to do CBU, CBU-97. What did I say, 700? Yeah, load. Now, we can check to see if those stuck by looking at this. View profile. 700. Okay. Nice. We are aligned. Click on nav. Click on EGI. Let's go ahead. Radar altimeter. EAC. Lights are off. Noseable steering on. Oh, I gotta restart SRS real quick. Or disconnect, reconnect. Alright. And Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, taxiing to runway 24 for takeoff. Function hack.
Anchor data traffic, Fatal 21 in flight, taking the active, runway 33 for departure.
Altitude 50, enter. Alright. Coolie hat left short to change the that one. Coolie hat right short to change to the Mavericks. Let's look at our targeting pod. Let's get that to air to ground.
Sochi Tower, 2 ship F-16 taxiing to runway 06.
And we want waypoint. It was 6. That was a close one. Or was it waypoint 4? I'm so bad at looking at things. What skills do you have? Well, not looking at things, that's one. So, yeah, that's waypoint 6. Double check by clicking on this, clicking on this, unclicking on this, looking at this. That's waypoint 4. Okay.
Sochi, Dodge 2-1, abort takeoff.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I taxied right onto the runway like a dumbass. Wow. I need to not do that. Sochi traffic, Myth A10c clear and runway 24 standby. Just gonna taxi this way. Yeah, that was silly. I'm gonna discipline myself, punishing myself. We're gonna taxi all the way to runway 6. That was silly. Bad, Myth, bad. And I watched a thing last night about the #1 killer in general aviation, and that is basically it starts with pilot distraction. you know, and then something happens, they get fixated, they get distracted, and then they lose control because they're not paying attention to what's going on with the aircraft outside of the aircraft, right? What the aircraft's doing. They lose attitude, they lose airspeed, they stall, they lose orientation, and it usually starts with a distraction inside the cockpit. But in my case, I'm using the F10 map, I'm using all these other, you know, going like this and like, so yeah, it's definitely, that could have been an incident and that would have been my fault, and it would have been because I was distracted. Lots of F-16s. I'll get it in like a year when it goes on sale and it's a little more complete. I'm not in any rush. Lots of F-16s.
Switch tower 2 ship F-16, clean to active, position 254.
This time we're just going to push full throttle the entire way there. I don't want to have a little hiccup like last time. That was silly. I'm watching, don't worry. I'm watching where I'm going on the right screen. You just can't see it.
Hammer, single hard at 25 miles out over the water, inbound runway 09, Sonaki.
That guy's lagging a little bit, so I'm going to give him extra space. I saw him kind of blink. It's scary. So it's traffic, Mithridates, A10c, holding short, runway 06. Give him a little space. Go, yes, I'm still watching. Go F10 map. I don't see anybody coming into land.
Get out of ground, Fiddler 9000, holding hands with 069, taxi runway.
So to traffic, Mithridates, A10c, taxiing onto runway 06, holding for takeoff.
I didn't quite catch that. Can you say that again?
I said, are you guys in the 15, still Griffin reunion flight?
I don't need to touch the 15 now that the Viper's out.
Sochi traffic, Mithridates, and A10c, taking off runway 06. Flaps down to 10.
251 by 10.
251 5x5. Point straight
Sonaki
down.
traffic, hammer entering the left base, runway 09. Sonaki. Get out of tower, Griffin flight 2 ship, F-16, position and hold runway 33.
Rotate at 135. Come on. And landing gear up. Flaps up. Arm all of our stuffs.
Team killer.
That's gonna happen a lot.
Be gone.
F-16s don't have IFF.
Pull up, pull up.
Neither does the A10, but I mean, I'm not like pursuing targets, so we'll stay low. I don't want to go high. Turn off our lights. Our flashes are off.
Data tower, Griffin flight, airborne, depart heading
Trim,
02.
trim. And now we can turn on altitude.
Traffic lining up runway
Throttle.
13.
Quick F10 map. What are these guys doing? Maybe they're climbing. These guys are climbing. Okay.
Select traffic, camera turning first to found runway.
It's silly when I'm just trying to go to the you know, I'm on autopilot, so I'm going straight and level, and people want to try to show off their flying skills or whatever, and they'll try to get super close, and so I go, oh, hi, that's amazing formation flying. I can't do that yet, but what I can do
Pull up, pull up.
is crash into the ground. I'm kidding.
Griffin flight, auto
No, I just,
navigation, change
alright, you want to form up
frequency,
on this.
Pull up,
You
pull
know,
up.
like I'm gonna fly at treetop level. I'm gonna do a couple of really close calls and have some fun with it. You want to get close? Well, you play close. We'll play close game.
Out of traffic, clear the runway.
Up high, up in the air with no objects but anything else. That's your world. But you put terrain underneath you at close feet, and now you're playing on my playground.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Go ahead, get close. Yeah,
Pull up,
we'll
pull up.
play. We'll play.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Select traffic, camera clear the active. Stop.
Pull up, pull up.
I'm fucking around. I need to I need to roll over 254.
Switch traffic, signal of 18.
Okay. So you're just having fun. That's why I like this game. I can have fun with it, you know. And there's that barrier of entry. So all of and unfortunately there are still those who still make it through. But it sets a certain bar, you know. Not just any Joe Schmo can play these games. Not any 14-year-old with a bad temper and, you know, a sugar addiction or whatever can't just hop in here and cause havoc. Yeah, you've got to have a little something behind, in between the ears, I feel, to be able to do anything in these games. Otherwise, those who don't, you get easily frustrated, and they walk away. And usually before that happens, they'll just take off, do an orbit or two around the airport, get bored, and shoot the planes on the airport ground and get booted, and then they just find a different server, do the same thing, and then they just find a different game because these types of games are just too complex for them. They don't know how to, you know, it's not set up for them to be
Pull up, pull up.
easy peasy, you know, Fortnite style. Can't stand those kinds of games. Something that requires a little bit of thought. So if I want to just shut my brain off and go click things, I'll go play Overwatch, and that's exactly what happens. It's not a
Pull up,
challenge,
pull up.
it's just, it's an annoyance.
Pull up, pull up.
I know, Betty. You got this. Trying to have it forward long to save all the sensors to the waypoint, which is waypoint 4 in the mountains. Altitude and heading hole. Check our location on the map. Okay, we got a ways to go. This is where we going. Like I said, I'll wait till the F-16 gets a little bit more developed. The second I heard early access on that, I was like, ooh. And then I saw the price tag and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna pay near full price for something that's not near completion at all. Like, I have a hard enough time swallowing DLC and expansions. Like, it pisses me off that games these days don't ever get released in their entirety. They get released with promises. Reference No Man's Sky. Or the developers are so busy stirring things up their fingers in the Kool-Aid, like Overwatch and EVE Online. You know, they keep changing shit and thinking that they're doing things for the better, but all that happens is people just find out, you know, what's the next thing that we can exploit before it gets nerfed and patched in the next patch, and it's a never-ending cycle. It's exhausting, and I just don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. In a year from now, the F-16 will have hopefully more wrinkles ironed out. Sure, there's be a buttload of guides out there of all of the stuff that you can do and do it properly, instead of, well, here's how you can refuel while it's in its current state. You know, you don't have fuel bags, and then you can go up to the aircraft. Make sure your landing gear is extended, but then immediately re-extend it by pressing. You know, like, no, it's not how it should work. It should work as intended. Not here's a hacky way to get around the bug. That's what pissed me off about DayZ. Just run into people who were doing nothing but exploiting the bugs in the game. You know, they would have full-on bases inside of rocks and under the terrain. Like, come on. And they figured out how to dupe stuff. You know, find an AK-47 and then just create digital copies by, you know, holding left control and dropping it into their inventory while at the same time their buddy's trying to pick it up or some stupid shit like that. It's annoying.
I know. You get me?
There we go. Sorry. I just took a little bit of chill out juice. If you know what I'm saying. .86 miles to target, moving at just 319 miles per hour, 5 miles a minute, 16 minutes, 17 minutes out, and that's time to target. It's probably going to be closer to 20, because once we get up over this area, get to the water feature, fly over the dam. We'll keep it relatively low, like 2,500 feet. We'll be going up the canyon, following the canyon route. I have a feeling the target area is going to be obstructed by, what's it called, terrain, like a finger or a draw. So we'll see. I'll double check the map here in a second. Again, we just want to angle this way, trying to point towards the entry of where the large water feature, the large river, enters the ocean right here, along that line that we put down. So that way we go over here and there's the dam, and we just follow the reservoir up this canyon, and if we look, it looks like the canyon splits down here. Oh, sneeze, sorry, thank you. Let's check this guy real quick. Let's quick peek ski. So this is the target area we're going to. And as my sneaking suspicions will be coming up this draw. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see. Basically, the direction he's facing is where we'll be coming from. So we won't be able to see the target area until we come around this corner that's directly in front of them. But this will give us a good idea of how many targets are left. See if we're wasting our time or not. Oh, there's a good grip of him. See, he's taking a little bit of machine gun fires. What does he have on him? 2 GBU-12, so he's probably having fun trying to pick out targets. I don't see any IR missiles shooting at him, so that's good. And I see a bunch of tanks and stuff on the hill by the orange smoke. Sweet, we're good. So there's still plenty of targets to shoot. Check the DSMS page. Again, we have 3 CBU-97s, 2 GBU-12s, 2 Mavericks, and rockets, and 1150 combat mix. On this screen, we're looking at, let's look at our Mavericks. Let's go ahead and China hat forward long to slave all of our sensors, including on our Mavericks, to the red or orange smoke that we saw there, which is the waypoint 4, 73 miles. Turn off this light. We're fenced in, which I learned that term last night. I don't remember the acronym, but it's an acronym, and it's like I don't know. I know the C is countermeasures. Electronic warfare is probably the E. Lights. Alright, you want to make sure those are off. So that way, that we don't give the enemy an easy target. And that's, I think that's about it. Weapon systems are armed. Double tap the F10 map, take a quick look-ski around. Looks like we got a few more F-16s going up to that target area, and as I thought and expected, combat cock. Hello. Hello! Let's see how you can keep up with me. You want to do the close formation flying? Let's formation fly on my turn. Wait for it. That's not him locking me, that's the MiGs. And I'm gonna go down and this way along the base of that ridge line. See, he's getting. Oh, he's turning away. He's turning away. Where are you going, buddy? Ladder's out. Still gonna do it.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Gotta work on my grip on the joystick. For starters, new joystick, right? The HOTAS Warthog Thrustmaster thingy. It is a lot stiffer. Like, it's got a lot of weight. Like, that spring is pretty rigid. So it's got some tuning or some breaking in to do. Let's look at the F10 map. Let's see. Yeah, he's going up that way. So I know what he's doing. He's going to follow that. So we're going to keep going. So these mountains here in front of us. That little jut out. Quick look again. Yeah, we're almost to the dam. Let's get a smidge of elevation here. Again, the dam is just a landmark we're using to find the river that we need to follow into the target area, which is waypoint 4. The reason why we're not just going up high into the sky and just beelining is there are enemy AI aircraft hunting around, and I need to stay low. Plus, there's a nice low cloud ceiling. I think it's like 9,000 feet, or probably lower, maybe 7 or 8. Either way, once you start getting into these canyons, you can basically get yourself into a little tunnel where you've got surrounded by the ground and the canyon walls, and then a ceiling of clouds above you. And if you go into the clouds in lower, you know, in the canyon, that could be a bad day for you. Double check our F10 map. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Nope, that's not us. That's us. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That's
Request takeoff.
Trim. These are the external views you can get. I am flying right now, but this is like the worst way to fly anything in this game. You just don't do it. There are even servers that have these views, these external views, just disabled entirely. And here's another one, and this one you can actually move the mouse around and watch. You know, it's cool to like drop your weapons and watch it drop off of your aircraft from this view. And if you press that button again, oof, wow, terrain glitch. Quick look at the map. So if we just keep going that way, we'll be fine. We'll find the area. It's really difficult to read what the server people are saying in that blue text, and there's no way to change that color. We thought that blue text against a blue sky and a green, you know, green. Like, I could see it working really well, at least on the ground in like the desert maps, you know, where you got a tan background. So what I usually have to do is, you know, hit F10, and then I can read the chat there, but it's not that big of a deal. But the Twitch chat is up there in the top left, and chatting with Squidboy and whatnot. It's always nice. By the way, I am 3 out of 4 goals complete according to Twitch for me to be a affiliate. I don't know what that means, but I just need like 13 more followers and I have it. You gotta stream like 7 days. You gotta stream like, I don't know, something stupid like 8 hours. I did that in like a day. And then like you gotta have like I think it's like 3 viewers, or an average of 3 viewers in your streams, and I mean, you guys have been awesome. Squidboy, you're definitely one of those guys. I'm gonna go to the right. I don't want to go up that way. Go up around this mountain, not over it. And then
Pull up. Pull
people
up.
chatting, consecutive people chatting. That's a stat. All that fun stuff. So pretty cool numbers. And you know, if you guys have been watching for any period of time, you know I like numbers. Again, take the F10 map. Yeah, we're gonna go around. I don't want to go over that. That seems like a pain. But then again, we're already over most of this.
Spike F16, Angel is 18.
Pull up. Pull up.
I hear a lot of that. We'll go over these mountains. As a matter of fact, this is a great opportunity to check the ceiling real quick. Let's check the ceiling this way. Because that direct front is the... right there. That's that area. That's where we're going. At least initially. So I'm suspecting the ceiling's up at like 9 or 10,000 because we're already closing in on 7. And no clouds yet. Maybe 8. I mean, I could always just tune to the ATIS and find out that way. It's probably the easiest way to do it and less risky because there is an SU-27 at, there it is. Yeah, 8,000 feet, okay. Good to know. SU-27 at 40 miles bearing 068, so that way. At 11,000 feet bearing 186 going that way. Don't think it's necessarily right at me, but he's kind of coming this direction.
Coming traffic 810.
Sorry, buddy, that's 124.
Dodge 2-1. Dodge 2-1. Dodge 2-1. Inbound.
So here's the reservoir. That's the dam up that way. We ended up not going the long way, but we're gonna kind of dip down in this area. Coolie hat forward short to make our HUD soy, which it already was. Now we can change our weapons profile selection. The CCIP is fine because we're gonna look at our Mavericks first. And coolie hat left short to change to our targeting pod. China hat forward long to slave everything, just to double check to the waypoint. We're 30 miles out still. We're not going to be able to get any kind of elevation to see down into the target area because of this cloud layer, and that's fine. And we're just going to go path of least resistance.
Pull up.
We know, set that. Look at this. So we're pretty much going this way until we need to turn right. That's cool. So all of our aircraft is configured to attack the target now. Our lights are off. Our countermeasures are activated. Weapon systems are active. We've got, weapons informations, engagement information displayed on our HUD. Yeah, and all we got to do now is just get our butts to the target area, 25 miles. Still moving, 330 miles per hour over the ground.
Waypoint 26, Magnum ×2.
Now that SU-27 is scary. He's at 065, which is like right that way, at 20 miles. I don't like this at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's a follow. Thank you, buddy. I didn't catch the name, but awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we're gonna press and hold our whip. Oh god. Oh gob and Jeebus. That might not be for
Warning,
me though.
autopilot.
We're still gonna dip down. We're not gonna drop countermeasures
Pull up,
just yet.
pull up.
I don't think that was for me. All right, 11 miles, 054. So he's gonna be right up here, like this way. TMS up short to turn our AIM-9s to Seeker, or whatever that's called, where it's spindlies around the bore side of the barrel. We're still staying low. We can't egress to the right or to the left now. Looking for exits, just in case I gotta juke or jibe. And get even lower. That missile that was fired might have been at that guy, and that might have taken him out. Nope, this bearing 001, 8.7 miles. He's 14,000 feet, and he's going north. So he's probably engaging the guy that shot at him.
Pull up.
Someone's gonna keep on sneaking by. This little snake is snark. Speaking of snakes, I'm really happy. I fed my ball pythons yesterday, and they did really good. They both took threats, and I'm happy because I have a albino female. That might have been our turn. Nope, we're good. I have an albino female that can be a very picky eater. The longest she's gone without eating was 8 weeks, and she's done that a few times. She's not suffering at all weight-wise. She's healthy, but it's
Pull up.
kind of like a more interactive fish tank is the way I think of these snakes. They're really pretty to look at, and you can take them out and hold them. In my particular opinion, the day before you feed them and the 2 days after you feed them are days you don't handle them. So for 3 days out of the week, you're not touching them, you know. So you have a 4-day window to handle them, and you know, sometimes they just don't feel like handling. So they don't get taken out every week, but at least 2 or 3 times a month I handle them, and they're ball pythons. They're very, very timid. Anyway, so we are, excuse me, 9 miles to target. So we're gonna shimmy on up this ridge line here. Remember, there's this, that SU-27 is still alive, but he's burning away from us. He's 20 miles away, so I think we'll be okay. Get ourselves just a little bit of elevation, because the target area is just on the other side of that finger there, right? Again, focus on flying the airplane is always number one on your priority list, right? So we're gonna go ahead and make our Maverick our sensor of interest by pressing Coolie Hat right long. It's so much easier having the HOTAS, Warthog HOTAS, because like that command is actually a button on here that I didn't have to bind. It's awesome. All right,
Pull up.
Go ahead and throttle back a little bit. Activate our autopilot real quick. Let's go Coolie Hat left long to make that sensor of interest. Let's slew this over to a tank. Come on. Point, press and hold TMS up long, and then TMS up short to lock Maverick. And then let's press China Hat forward long to re-center that. For some reason that came off. And we're gonna go like this and rifle. So there goes our 2 Mavericks.
Warning,
1, 2,
autopilot.
4 Mithridates rifle waypoint 4 times 2. And we're gonna break contact to the right. Boom! Yay, we watched that. Okay, sweet.
Pull up.
And that was our 2 Mavericks. So we changed the height of function on our CBU-97s before we took off. We set the height of function to, let's take a quick peek ski at it, and then what we can do is
Pull up.
short, change to CBU-97s. It doesn't display the height of function there. Yeah. Clicky. 700 feet. Okay, sweet.
Pull
Press Coolie Hat right short to swap back over to our targeting pods. There's the target area. Check the wind. Wind looks like it's blowing towards us, so our nose is into the wind now. So that means that if we press hold Coolie Hat right long to make our targeting pod sensor of interest, press China Hat back short to reset it, press China Hat forward long to do that. Let's zoom out. Let's push it up this way towards that. Press TMS up long. Boom. You saw how the bomb line moved? Yay! Now we're going to bomb these targets. And it's okay if we're in the clouds. We don't need to see them in the clouds. But make sure we're on our bomb line. Press 5 seconds. 4. Press and hold it 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Chunk. There goes the right bomb. I think that's AAA. Yep. Press the jammer. Brake to the right. Keep braking. We're fine. See that? Already bombing.
Pull up.
Oof, nice. Good effects on target. At least 4
Pull up,
vehicles
pull up.
destroyed. 5. Who knows? We'll see. We'll do another one. So we'll line back up. We'll shoot out this way. Again, we've got a more limited engagement envelope here because of the restrictions of the canyons. So we're gonna push out, like, this would be like 4 or 5 miles here. Not very far, but just far enough so that way I can get back onto my targeting pod and set it to something different. Maybe we'll bomb the red smoke. Yeah, we'll bomb the red smoke. No, I don't like that idea. We'll do GBU-12s on the red smoke. So back to the target pod. Let's go this way. Right there. That looks like a good spot. Line back up on our bomb line. There's the timer. Gonna trim to the left because we did lose a good grip of weight off the right wing. So bomb line strap it down. And then press and hold at 5 seconds. Chunk. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. Turn on our AAA jammer and brake right. I'm coming for you next, Mr.
Pull up,
I'm
pull
gonna
up.
shoot AAA at you. Dick. Alright, so I know where my next target is. Center right of those exploded vehicles.
Pull up.
In between the red smoke and those exploded vehicles, so we'll push up this way. And that little guy wants to shoot little Daka Daka at me. Well, I'll show him what Daka Daka is
Pull up,
in
pull up.
CVU 97 form. Him and his friends. So we'll just push out and extend it this way for a smidge. EWRS picture shows lots of things that are very far away, so I'm happy about that for now. So we're not getting as big of a spread with our height of function as low as it is. We've essentially cut 1,100 feet off of the default. Default's 1,800 feet. Burst off the deck, then they parachute down to, like, I'm not quite sure the elevation, so don't quote me, but it's like 200 or 300 feet. And then they shoot a projectile up into the air, which then seeks heat. I think it's heat signatures. So, and then those will lob a nasty projectile at that. So, kind of had
Pull up.
aft short to reset the targeting pod. See, I'm looking at where the pip is. That's about where he was. Okay. So press and hold TMS up long to make the targeting pod sensor of interest. Excuse me. Get onto our bomb line. Kim it? Just a smidge. There we go. Up and down. 10 seconds. 9. Turn back to the left. There we go. Nope. To the right. Press and hold at 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ka-chunk. Turn on our AAA jammer. 124 Myth, Rodites, Pickle, waypoint 4. I need to start saying my whole name because people are looking for Myth on, like, the map or whatever.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Something blew up there. And I'm pretty sure that was the thing that was shooting Daka at me. Now we're in the clouds. We need to watch our radar altimeter. There we go. Whew. I don't like the soup. Okay, so up next, we will do coolie hat forward short to make our HUD sensor of interest. DMS right to select our rockets. Should we rockets? I really think that we don't have enough height. Why not? We'll try it. We'll try the GBU-12s on the we'll try the GBU-12s on the red smoke. There it is. So coolie hat right long to make the targeting pod sensor of interest. There it is. And it is looking at, what are you looking at? Reset you. So we will move this. There's the red smoke. Let's zoom that in. Let's look up. There you are. Let's go ahead and change this to white hot. What are you? What are you? You're going to be dead is what you are. Let's get on our bomb line. 17 seconds to drop. We need to smidge that way. Sure, that's close enough. 10 seconds. It's 500 pounds of freedom. Press and hold at 5. Now we're going to gentle right hand turn as soon as we drop. Ka-chunk. 10-second time of flight. We need to move this down a little bit, like that, to get right onto the tank.
Pull up, pull up.
Horrible, horrible. That probably is going to miss. I was all over the place. Yeah. No idea. Turn on the AAA jammer. So it's not dead yet. Yeah, this was, GBO-12s were a bad choice, so let's see if we can't just drop these CCIP. Drop a GPU-12 CCIP on the red smoke.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Well, I dropped it, but
Pull up, pull
pretty
up.
sure that was long.
Pull up, pull up.
Ooh, fuck me. Yeah, that's bad, boys. I gotta pop out. Well, balls.
Associate traffic number 13810 taxiing runway 24.
I'm stuck. My legs broke. Can't move. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I got a boomstick? No, it's a parachute. I should have a safety pistol or something. Got a flashlight. It's walking in circles. Okay. So, yeah, I got shot down. Let's check the scores real quick. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Clicky, clicky. I've killed 11 things. I've died once. Let's see who the leaders are right now. I got 25. He's in an F-16. He's got 2 deaths, though. 13. Another... Oh, that's a Harrier. Nice, nice. I've got that module. I just have 0 time in it. Alright, look, sweet. So, I'm standing in 3rd right now. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. I saw another 13.
Associate traffic number 13810 holding short runway 24.
Just 1, whatever. Again, just numbers, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and reset my Warthog Hotel. Chunk. Unlock the throttles. There we go. Set the switches. Okay. Escape.
Switch tower,
Select
2
roll.
ship F-16s taxiing on runway
Briefing.
06 for takeoff.
Fly. There we go. Alright. What is going on? It's all chunky. That is lag or something. Yeah. Let's do one of my more traditional. It's exactly the same thing that I had her. Yeah, it is. To a T. And right at weight. 200. 74.
Request rearming.
Kicky.
Copy.
Pump the throttle, and it's going. Kick.
F-18 taxiing runway 24.
oxygen, pitot heat, position lights,
Rearming complete.
formation lights, dash lights, dash lights, dash lights.
Associate traffic number 13, single A10, clear active. That might do for
Key. Turning downing. Align. And starting up right engine, locking throttles. Load all, close canopy.
Straight out departure, Sochi.
When you get to the target, can you lay something with laser code 1688? Yes, I can absolutely do that. I can also change the laser code if you want me. And I saw you were watching, aren't you? I see what you were doing. You're on the server. Alright. I could also set my laser to something a little more unique because stock for the A10 is 1688. I could set it to something so that way it's just something for you and me, like 1588. If you want. Let's go to the CDU, 1.6. Let's go to the DSMS page, look at our profiles, CP97, CCRP, save that, CQB12. Actually, you know what? Instead of that GBU12, we are going to, I don't know why I did that. Exit. Go back to that.
Single FA18, clear back to runway. Have a good day.
Mark 82s. Clear that. Remove that. And we'll cut some fuel. We'll make this work. Go to 90. Sweet.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Copy.
I don't have any laser guided munitions now, but I can absolutely laser for you. My only concern is the cloud ceiling is so low to the ground in some target areas that your bomb, while even drop, on target, like, it's only going to have so much time after it clears the cloud layer to seek that laser. And if you're off by too much, like, it's not going to be able to track on time. You'll miss. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'll still do it.
Refueling complete.
Oh yeah, we gotta go stat, load, stat, load. Probably have to realign that.
I see traffic, Phantom single H1 taking off departing to the north.
Which target area are you in right now?
Rearming complete.
Load all. Engines are started, so we'll AC generator, turn off our APU, and arm the seat. 3 lights. Wait for the little dots. You're on the ground? Okay. CDU is aligned. DSMS, profile. Go to Mark 82, review the profile, and CCIP. We're going to do some of that today. Okay. And clicky nav, EGI, radar altimeter, and EAC on. Yay! Lights are out. Nose wheel steering on, and we are ready to go. So double tap the intel, check the target areas. I just don't want to go super far. Waypoint 4 wasn't very fun. What is this one? What waypoint is that? Don't worry, I'll say it. I gotta click on me. Boom, boom. Click on that. Oh, come on. which waypoint is that? Which waypoint is that? Which waypoint is 78, 77 miles. Waypoint 6. Waypoint 8. 60 degrees that way puts us at 3. No. 050. So it should be. Maybe waypoint 15? No. 21? Yeah, waypoint 21, which is the air to ground norm. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Air to ground normal, waypoint 21. Sweet. So it's traffic, Mithridates A10c, taxiing to runway 24 for takeoff. Function hack. Clicky clicky, ground speed. Clear right. Altitude alert. 25 feet. I don't like Betty yelling at me. Alright, so waypoint 21 is set. Chair, I'm sitting a little bit further back, so reset the view. Look down a little bit. There we go. So hot mic on 251. And let's hold short of 24. And this one, I'm pretty sure if we climb to like 10,000, we can just go straight there and right around here. Because we want to add about 20 degrees to the left of the target. We should be able to stay above. Yeah, okay. And, oh yeah, we got to do this too. Make sure that we're not going to kill anybody when we take off here. Somebody's landing, somebody's taking off. Oh, Jesus. That was a 107th guy landing too. Wait for him to clear and we'll take the runway. Don't worry, nobody's seeing this right now.
Invoting traffic, Griffin Flight 2 ship F-16 declaring emergency. Final runway 12.
It's an emergency final runway 12.
Invoting traffic, Griffin Flight turning short final runway 12, full stop.
I don't see him. Like, at all. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, taking runway 24 for takeoff straight out to departure expedited. Let's get out of here. Our music stopped. Rotate at 135? Yeah. Rotate. Landing gear up. Come on. Landing gear up. Flaps up. So to traffic, Mithridates A10c, clear of runway 24, rolling 254 for air to air. We can go ahead and go this way. Again, we want to be about 20 degrees to the left of the waypoint, try to clear these mountains. And I have a feeling that that waypoint will be, you know, let's go 30 degrees to the left. Let's angle up slightly.
Pull up. Pull up.
So, let's see. We're 80 miles to target. That's the target. I'm going this way. I see somebody above the target right there. You see him? You see him? Look really hard. Alright, looks like 4 stack of F5s are 60, 70 miles away. And that's 20, so we'll go ka-chow. That's a pair of SU-27 9s, whatever, off my nose. Tweety bud. Hit the ground. Maverick, align. And yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and turn on. Fenced in. Nope. Now I'm fenced in. Because if I should look outside and see no lights. Trying to hat forward long to slave everything to the waypoint. And set this to a more level path. Not liking the look of those clouds ahead. I think I will beeline to these F5s. Yeah, there were SU-27s up this way at my direct front. I'm gonna take the mountain way. Get that music going again. Well, I've got that guy up ahead of me. Now, if I keep following this, I can cross over there and continue following that, and we'll be fine. Like that. I know where I'm going.
TCAM radio check 3-0. Right. What's your limit, Charlie?
And those fighters, the F5 and the SU-27, are probably going to go after that Harrier up high before they go after me. We're going to need to climb just a little bit.
Warning, autopilot.
I thought it turned you off. Swapping over to our Mavericks just to get them going. China hat forward long to slave everything to the central point of interest, which in this case is waypoint 21. 60 miles to target. Moving at just under 300 miles an hour, so we are 12 minutes to station.
Tin can, hear me? Go for tin can. What's up, man? I'm about to hit up, MPJ Assault, Mission 7, if you want to come along.
Just moving. And once we go through this little gap, which homeboy just flew through, saw something just pass through it.
Sounds good.
Ah, it's combat cock. Hey, buddy.
Let me know if you need any help or anything.
Shooting up this gap, and then
Appreciate it.
down the river on the other side.
I am headed in that general direction.
I feel it's such a disadvantage in the clouds because I don't have any kind of radar or anything. Let's turn these guys off.
Pretty sure that's where they're at.
Was it you who got those F5s and those MiG-23s or whatever they were? If so, kudos.
Pull up, pull up.
Stand nice and low, about 1,000 feet above the deck. It's not nice and low, there's still plenty of room. No, SU-27s at 120 miles, not worried about them. That F5 at 50 though is a little concerning because he's burning away, so he might be engaged with somebody, he might be tangoing, you know, doing a little dance. .48 miles to target. Now, we don't want to get too close to the target area off the bat coming out of these canyons because there are most likely SAM sites there. But that's why I'm going there. What's the fun of shooting at just trucks? Wild weasel a couple of missiles out, whatever that's called, where you intentionally get them to shoot at you a few times. Deplete their munitions, and we'll take them out.
Pull up, pull up.
Stretch. Turn him to the right. Played a game of Team Yankee today with a couple of buddies. Lost, but it was kind of funny because it came down to like the last.
Pull up, pull up.
There's one dude who had to stall for like 1 or 2 turns, and he managed to do it. One infantry unit. It was kind of miraculous. Check the map real quick. Alright, so we should be getting some eyes on the target area once we clear this little hill here.
Pull up. Pull up.
That should be fine. So press and hold, coolie hat left long, and then switch to white hot. Little hill on the way. Need elevation or to get closer. So we're going to extend out further to the north. Kind of push around that hill. Again, we don't want to get too close. We don't want to be too high up. The higher we are, the easier and longer range those SAMs have. The easier time and the longer range they have. So we'll try to jimmy down to like 5K. Gives us a little bit of cushion underneath this. Again, just looking at the targeting pot, not seeing anything there yet. But again, there's a little hill. 33 miles to target. Moving, I believe, still, yeah, 328 miles per hour over the ground. So that's our ground speed. Yeah, go ahead and just path. No, we don't want path hold. We want altitude heading hold. We got combat inbound as well. Watching the stream and flying in his M2000. Or was that Mirage, right? Let's get a quick look at him. See what he's up to. In the clouds with a little tiger paint scheme. You with your ladder out. It's a bug right now, courtesy of the F-16 patch. I think most of the F-18s and some of the other aircraft. Some of the other aircraft are 124 hot mic. Some of the other aircraft got a little bit of residual bugs. So they're
thanks. Average signature port at Bulls 15131, waypoint 21 out of 10.8.
Roger, Mithridates A10c checking in for waypoint 21, currently 27 miles to target. So, the reason why we're looking at the side is
Roger, average is still 67 miles out, so we got him in.
well, we got a little bit of smoke, eyes on smoke there. Okay. Again, we're gonna keep extending. Sorry, we'll keep extending out this way. Now, what is that? What are we looking at there, gents? Some buildings. That's the target area. Let's trying to hat forward short. There's something there. Maybe infantry, group of infantry. What I'm not seeing. Okay, well there's something else. All right, that's the launcher. That's the launcher system. That's a launcher system. All right, that's gonna be our first target right here. That's point track. Oh no, come on. Give us another couple of seconds looking at this.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, we're pretty much going to him now. So we're going to. Come in. Come in. TMS right short. Come on, get onto the target. That's where I want you. This way. Finicky little thing. TMS right short. Yeah, that is infantry. Well, what else is out here? Alright, fine. An old missile launcher platform. That's very short. So on this, we're going to switch to mark point and coolie hat forward, TMS aft long, mark point alpha. So we should Slave everything to Alpha. Nice. We are ready to engage a few targets.
Pull up. Pull up.
So I'll make sure that this is on center switch. China hat forward short to zoom the view. TMS up short to tell the Maverick to lock on, and we got to get a little bit closer. We're 12 miles. Nice F5 splash. Thank you. Thank you, Combat. Doing work. Flying next to me, flying cap, getting ready to bomb some targets. I've got 2 sets of SAMs I'm going to be launching Mavericks on. Coming up on 10 miles. Should be pretty close to engage here shortly. Come on. Alright, we got our ticker for our countdown. Come on. Lock on, you know you want to. Come on. There it is. Rifle. Now we're gonna go TMS and we're gonna go mark point Bravo. We're going to go slave all. We're going to go to coolie hat right. TMS short. TMS short. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Lock onto that. Come on, you know you want to. Nope. That's not what I want you to look at. I want you to look at this. Why aren't you locking? Grr. 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 Oh, you dick. Alright, well that didn't work out, so TMS up short.
Warning, autopilot.
You gotta have mercy on my soul. Flying over Sam's. Oh Jeebus. Oh Gobbin Jeebus. 7, 6, 5, 4. I never called fucking rifle for that either. 2, 1. Ka-chunk. 124 myth pickle waypoint 21.
Pull up. Pull up.
Egressing out this way.
Pull up. Pull
Oh
up.
Jesus, that hit a little bit.
Pull up. Pull up.
I'm pretty sure I took a round there, but
Pull
just
up. Pull up.
1 or 2. So we'll go. I don't see any errors. I don't see. Oh, I think we're fine. No. No. They got close. They got really close. I thought I saw a poof on my right side from an impact, but I didn't hear anything. Check our sensors. Yeah, I got nothing. Sweet. So I'm still good to go. I'm going to extend out this way. So it looks like, combat, it looks like most of the deadly stuff. There goes the CPU. Sorry. You can see it. Most of the dangerous stuff is dead. Because I pretty much just flew over the target area and the only thing that shot him was AAA. Let's rotate around. Let's look at Mark Point Alpha because that was our first target. Let's coolie hat long left, China hat root aft short, China hat forward long. Zoom you out. Alright, so I see my other targets that I wanted. I wanted these guys right here. So point, make you important. Coolie hat forward short to make that important. Go back to our Mavericks. Let's slave everything to our. That's not it. Slave everything to our sensor point of interest, which is that right there. I'm gonna hit that button right there. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna tell you, come on, there's it. Oh, you dick. Rifle. Motherfucker.
Mach-51, checking in, 254, what out, 602, single ship SAT.
Well, that might have got them both. Yeah, that got them both. Oh, shit.
Warning, autopilot.
Yeah, that got them both. So I got one more Maverick. Take out a harder target, see if we can't find a one of these fuckers that's shooting that AAA at me. See that.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, I know. We're going this way. Okay, egressing to the east-southeast. To the southeast, rather. Trim, trim, trim. Pick up a little bit of elevation. Stay about 5,000 feet above the deck, and that'll save us from AAA. But at the same time, this cloud ceiling level Huya thingy is going to probably hinder us. That we're at 3,000 feet above the deck right now, and it's coming up on 6,000. The cloud level base is 8,000, so whatever. Still extending out. We want a little bit more range. We got one more Maverick. Probably use that on whatever it was that was shooting the AAA, which might be like a Shilka. So path hold, climbing a little bit, extending, and we'll rotate around to the left and take out that Shilka that was just shooting at us like a dick. Still plenty of boomsticks, so we got one more Maverick, we've got 6 Mark 82 dumb bombs, and one more CBU-97. Lots of stuff to make go boom. Okay, 7 miles, that's good enough for me. Rotate out, short engagements. Oof, not too low. Not too low, come on. I know. This is why we're here. So we're gonna go coolie hat long. That looks like it's important. I don't like that at all. What are you?
Ouch, solo A10c, full 7748, 20 miles from waypoint 21, rolling in from HO 16.1.
Oh, I have another Maverick too. Sweet. So we rifled on that thing, whatever the hell that is. There's a Shilka. .124 myth
Warning,
rifle times 2
autopilot.
radar and Shilka. Waypoint 21. We should be able to watch that Shilka go pop. Yep. Nice. That's what you get. That's what you get. Really just having fun here, so. So let's go ahead and DMS up short to, or I'm sorry, coolie hat up short, coolie hat forward short to change our HUD to our soy. Swap to our CBU-97s, and let's go to Mark Point Charlie. Bring up our targeting pod by coolie hat right, and then coolie hat right long. Let's coolie hat forward and TMS down long. TMS forward long. Yeah, that looks like a great target. So, whatever this is looking at, that's what we want. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's a MiG-23, or whatever. And he's 17 miles, or whatever. See if we can't drop this guy, and then have some fun with some air-to-airs, maybe? I know! Blah, 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 blah. And people bitch about being locked. Come on. This is the story of my life. Okay, so we want to slave everything to that, make sure that that is...
Ship 5 tracking single ship, unknown wind, possible MiG-21 bearing 041.
2041. Or 47 nautical miles.
That works.
Or
Okay.
correction, 31.
And 5, 4, 3. This is kind of off, but we should be good. 2, 1. Good chunk. Yay! Drop that. Fully hat forward short. Change this to these. Oh, nice. So they are engaging that guy. So we don't have to worry about... Ah! We have to worry about that still. Just do some of this. Just do some of this. Set up a nice little
Pull
orbit
up.
here.
Pull up.
It's missile launch.
Waypoint.
Just to be safe.
What?
Just to be
Pull up.
safe.
Pull up.
Oh, I see him up
Pull
there.
up. Pull up.
Two ship F-16, call sign Brownie checking in 254.
Is that him or is that a friendly?
Times 2, waypoint 21.
That's an A10. That's a friendly. Going back in.
Wing 5-1, Fox 3, Bulls, 06039, 36 south.
Drop some bombs on that red smoke. CCIP style. 306.
Pull
that
up.
way.
Pull up.
At 5,000 feet and 5.6 miles. Eek. That's scary. So that's a MiG-21. All up on my dang dang.
Ouch, check, times 2.
But this is my mission. Mission takes priority. God, I heard that too many times.
Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look at that.
Pull up,
Like I almost
pull up.
intended to do that.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, fuck me. That sucks. Oh, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. What the hell happened there? I got hit by something. Let's take a quick look at the scores. 32 targets. What the? Oh, come on, guys. I know what happened. Yup. Awesome combat. I ran into my own bomb. That's what happened. I pickled when that bomb line was inverted. And that means that when I released that bomb, my wing went right into it. That's what happened. I killed myself. I done killed myself, boys. I got a confirmed kill with the Mark 82, air to air. Too bad it was myself. Well, on that note, you're going to watch this guy fly around while I take my little doggy out. So, reset my test real quick. Throttle back. Unlock the throttles. Center switches. Switches. Okay, sweet. Pause track IR. Mute my mic. And hey, I will be back in 5 or 10 minutes, guys. Go combat, I'm going to find you and we're going to watch you. Where you at? Where is combat? We're gonna watch combat. So don't fuck it up. There you are. Your ladder out. Sorry, I wasn't able to stick around and get to lace for you, buddy. I see you. Wiggle your wings. Oh yeah. Looking good, but alright, hey guys, I will be back 5-10 minutes. Gotta take the little doggy out. She's got a tinkle. So enjoy watching our viewer, Mr. Combat Cock, fly around in his Tiger Mirage, right? Yeah, it's Mirage, right? Alright, enjoy. back. Combat, you didn't mess it up. I like it. Sweet. Let's go to select roll and briefing and fly. Check the intel. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry about that. Doggy had to pour pots. Unpause our track IR. Let's get started up. Clicky that switch, turn on our APU. While that's starting up, we can go ahead and click on that and that. Or we can just turn on our monitors. Turn on that, fuel pumps. Radios.
Papa 055 taxi runway 065 November Alpha.
While that starts, we can go ahead and turn on panel lights, formation lights, turn those on to steady, close our cockpit. APU's almost started. APU is started, so we turn that switch on. Pump our throttle, there we go. Now that's starting up. Go ahead and turn on this. Just gonna hold that. There we go, there's that. And while we're starting up that engine, we'll go ahead and rearm and refuel. So we'll go to pods, we'll go to missiles, we'll go 2 of these, we'll go 2 of these. We'll do air to air, 2 of those. Lightning pod. Should we do the airs of the 82s? So I don't want to bring the 12s because I really can't do much laser guiding. But over there at target 21, which is going to get reset pretty soon because it's got very little left.
Such traffic, 2
Two rocket
ship,
pods.
1 Hornet, 1 Fighter taking up
And then
runway
on these,
06. Searching.
we'll go 97s. 97s, I like the 97s. And we're under, sweet. We'll probably do one more 97. A little over. I'm happy. 74th.
Request rearming.
That engine started, so let's get this engine going. Pump. Yay! So, engine cycle, lock the throttles together. And we're gonna have to flip these switches. Uncage this. And oxygen, pitot heat. Turn these on. 2, 3. We gotta wait for our jammer until the reloading is complete. Otherwise, it's not gonna register your jammer. I think you even have to load all. There we go.
Rearming complete.
There's the rearming. The screen should pop up pretty soon. We can just click load all.
Ouch. Rifle time 3, 1.21.
Yeah, it sounds like they're cleaning up waypoint 21 right now. Gosh, rookie move. Ran out of my own bomb. I feel silly. Alright, load all. And then once we get little stars, signify that we've loaded, we'll turn on our targeting pod to get that aligned. We'll get our jammer turned on. And we'll turn on our Mavericks to get those aligning.
Ouch. Vehicle waypoint 1.
Alright, target pod on. Mavs. EO on. CDU 2.1. Check our profiles for the weapons. Profiles. We want to fire these in pairs. Save that. I just got a text message. I'm going to drop the CCRP. Save that. Let's change the height of function on those. So CVU 97, CVU 97, height of function. Let's go 900 feet. That was a good one. Load symmetrically. This one, CVU 97, 900 feet. Load. So now those are set to 900 feet. Those are pairs. Those are lining. And still waiting on that. We should have 3 lights here after we do this, this. Turn off our APU and arm our seat. And 1, 2, 3 lights. And we can go ahead and turn on our jammer. Turn down our RWR. It's a little loud. I'm going to check my text message. The wifey. Work drama. Wife works at the front desk at a hotel. So she deals with people who are traveling and didn't set their reservations up proper or canceled last minute and then thought that it was okay to come back in and silly stuff like that. So, and she's such a sweet person. She doesn't deserve to be treated in the way that a lot of people treat her. Alright, let's go to her TAD page. I don't see anything interesting really. Coolie hat left long. Make soy. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom. Zoom, zoom. So looks like we got a bro over by waypoint 4. Let's check the intel map real quick. Waypoint 4, waypoint 5. Ooh, waypoint 5's new. And waypoint 6, wow. They have 3 easy targets up. So waypoint 5, that's new. We'll go to waypoint 5. That's right there. It's close. Promise for targets. 4, 5. We can go ahead and click on nav. We can go ahead and click on EGI. We can turn on our radar altimeter and our EAC. Those are lights off. And we are good to go. Those with steering. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, taxiing to runway 24 for takeoff. That can go away. We'll turn on these lights. Clear right. And people bitch about being locked. Look, I'm on the ground at Sochi. There's MiG-23s 40 miles out and I'm being locked. It's silly. The AI is cheating. Let's go ahead and look at our ground speed by going function hack. Click, click. Ground speed. Let's change our altitude alert to 50 feet. That's good. MiG-23 is 28 miles. 29 miles. And go ahead and stop here. Make sure we're stopped instead of rolling onto the runway like we did last time. Oh my geez, got all those people up there. Yeah, see, like I said, that waypoint is going to be cleared here in just a second. So we're going to go to this waypoint, which is waypoint 5. Looks like we're clear to take the runway. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, taking runway 24 for takeoff, straight out departure. Flaps down, 10%. Taxi to another runway. Go ahead and throttle gently but smoothly up to 100% and 100%. Make sure the nose is pointing straight down the runway. Turn off nose wheel steering. I think all they really need to do is set up SAM sites at Sochi, so that way when these fuckers get like within so many miles, they can just get shot down. Because in my experience, several times on the server, I'll take off, get like 5 minutes away from Sochi, and immediately get shot down. And as an A10 doing air to ground, it's frustrating. Let's go ahead and gear up. Let's go ahead and flaps up. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, clear of runway 24. Rotate to the left. Use the runway.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Again, the music died.
Pull up, pull up.
So we're gonna check the
Warning, autopilot.
yeah, shush. We're gonna make sure that you keep going because YouTube's stupid and pauses every 5 minutes now.
30 FM.
We want to go to this one.
Birdie, mic check, 30 FM.
So if we go that way, that's where we want to go. 76 degrees. Again, we're not, I don't want to fly through the... What if I just did it like this? What if I just went straight to it? Trim Trim, 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 trim. Trim. Path hold. So there's gonna be a pass right there that I could like that. But that target area is 6,000, so there's a 2,000 foot window of engagement. Good thing I brought rockets. Let's go ahead and arm all of our things. We're going to fence in now. Turn off our lights. Look at the F2. Nope. That's lights off. There we go. Jammers on. Countermeasures are on.
Dodge 2-1. Request rejoin.
All the things are on. I need to roll 254. 254. Just double checking. If I carry on this line, pass over those peaks, it'll get shallower and then it'll get higher. Pass over that pass there and then go that way. I like it. Nice. Trying to avoid going into the cloud layer here. Ceiling's at 8,000. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing. Gotta not rest my feet in a way that moves my rudders around. It was always a big challenge for me, especially when I was trying to get my private pilot's license, which I only got 22 hours on. Was I would always rest my feet on the rudders in such a way that I was either yawing to the left or to the right. Turn that off. There we go. 38 miles to target. Let's go ahead and look at our target pod. Let's set that from air to ground. Let's look at our maps. And really have forward long. Let's get our maps. Nope, I gotta go back to that button, then Mavericks. And China hat forward long, slate everything. Look at that. Now we can pop back down here. Set for altitude and heading. We're just under 8,000. So if we carry on this path pretty much direct, we should be fine. Almost. That peak. Oh wow. So we'll just skimp under there. It doesn't. That. It's scary. I mean, I could just climb right through it and then descend on the other side. Fly through the soup for a second. Set path hold. Yeah, that's what we'll do. But then here, I don't like that.
Good hits, Monty.
Once we get to here, we are shimmying a little bit this way, which is fine. flying through the soup. So 10,000 feet.
Request rejoin.
There's a bunk up.
Losing airspeed because we're climbing. So if I turn to the north up that way, that should put me into a canyon, but ugh, this cloud layer is scary.
055 Shockwave.
Could do. I think the top of the clouds is going to be 12,000. Oh. 13? Oh, I'm still climbing so much. Might as well drop a bomb. Yeah. We look at him, he's just in the clouds, right? Yeah, we'll climb to the top of the clouds, drop our CBUs, and then reposition and descend below them. How many do I have? Alright. Profile. View profile. Ripple. Singles. Yeah, why not? View profile. Quantity 3. Save. Alright, sweet. So this will be dropping all three. There's the top of the clouds at 13,500 feet. I'm going to level out. Just keep on going, 17 miles to target. Quick look outside. That looks like a smoke mark where somebody might have hit the hill. Let's look at the F10 map real quick. This guy's way up high.
18 to run out of beat.
So I'm thinking what I could do is just send up here, and then from here I can loop around. Stay in this valley. So drop the bomb, start a descent, break through the cloud layer, flip around, and then come back that way.
F18, Rangers 20. Body stock has 6 air inches to 17.
So how to function was changed. I'm 90%. Oh no. No. I think we might have froze, gents. Come on. I don't see numbers moving. God damn it. Again, mildly infuriating. It's frozen. Let's see. So we got a bunch of people disconnecting. That's over several minutes though. I don't get it. An Intel i7 7700 processor with 8 cores at 64 gigabytes of RAM. Are we still up? Nope. 64 gigabytes of RAM. I've got a GTX 2070 video card with 8 gigabytes of video memory. I'm running the game on a solid state terabyte. Got nothing else. Alright, well, hey, we didn't miss the bomb drop. It's frustrating. Like, I went and bought an aftermarket modem router to get as the best quality internet, highest speeds, and save some money every month, right? Press and hold. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. We're gonna watch these go in. God damn, that pissed me off. There's the target area. Looks like we're freezing again. Maybe. There we go. Good effects. Look at that. That should eliminate some pesky AAA that's down there. Now we're going to start our descent. I think we need to turn to the north. But anyways, what I was getting at with talking about my system is, like, I feel like I've done everything that I can on my side to eliminate as much lag and chunkiness. Like, I just want to be able to enjoy a simulator flawlessly. That's good enough for north. You know, without the skippage and the lag. Like, I'm okay if I crash into the mountain and I did it and it's my fault. I'm not okay if I crash in the mountain because the server lagged out, or that my computer went home or whatever. You know, it's mildly infuriating. So we are clear to descend down this way. Again, we want to descend below the cloud level, come back this way, and we'll hit things with rockets and stuff. Go ahead, expedite our descent. Keeping an eye on our radar altimeter. Once we break out below 8,000 feet, we'll be below the cloud level. We'll be clear to continue visual. Game crashed for you too, so it was probably a server chunk then, because I barely hung on for what it was a good 30 seconds that I was just frozen. Alright, turn off autopilot. Let's turn around to the right. So that, I mean, it was probably server side, like server had a hiccup or whatever. But still, it's frustrating, you know. Figure out how to change the laser code on the mark. That's good.
Pull up.
Just to make sure that we're going down the right one. We are. Got our rockets ready, and that one. Or rather, the bird. The whole reason why everyone loves the A10, you know, bird. I'll stop. 12 miles target. Let's check the scores real quick before we go in. And we killed, okay, we're at 110 things killed. So those CBUs did work. Probably killed a bunch of infantry. And then we are behind by 1. Tyrican, I'm gonna catch you. Nice, and a Huey too. He's doing work. Can't head bob with track IR on. Makes you guys sick. Alright, let's go ahead and change this to the targeting pod. Just to help see things. Turret area is behind that second finger there.
Pull up, pull up.
I am. You shush. Seven and a half miles target. It's trying to see if I can't get a good angle on it. I can't. It's on that finger there, or on the other side of that finger there. Still almost in the clouds that I don't want to be, especially up right here by these mountains. We should see red smoke here in a second. There it is. So when we turn into the target area, our targeting pod, which is on our left wing, should get visual. There it is. Too much elevation. Too much.
Pull up, pull up.
Confusing. There's so much red smoke. All right, so let's do a quick this. Let's do a quick this. I see a group of vehicles right there. So take care of that, and you see that little diamond? That's going to be our target. So let's zoom this in, right? And just lots and lots of them.
Pull up, pull up.
Come on. Zoom out. No, zoom out. There it is.
2-1. Request bogey dope.
That was ridiculously close to the ground. Stop.
Pull up, pull up.
That was too close to the ground. No more rockets. But I killed a couple of guys. Yeah, don't do that. Loop back around. One of these red smokes has an active target on it. But we didn't even get those vehicles with the rocket pods like we wanted to. So we'll reacquire them.
Pull up,
They
pull up.
are... Where are they? There they are. Ish. Yeah,
Pull
that
up,
did it.
pull up. Pull up, pull up.
What do we got for targets down there? There's that first tank that shot at us right there. So we see the two.
Pull up, pull up.
You? Yeah. You're next, Mr. I'm at the red smoke. Make it easy for me to locate you. Yeah. You wanna shoot? Okay. He wants to compare decas. I'll compare decas with him. I know. Ooh, too much,
Pull
too
up,
much, too
pull
much.
up.
There we go. We're good. Still want to shoot Daka at Myth.
Pull up, pull up.
Myth shoots Daka back. You got it.
Pull up, pull up.
Some aggressive maneuvering to throw off any AAA fire. That.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
'Cause that's what's killed me the last time, other than me dropping a bomb on myself. It's AAA fire and not aggressively maneuvering after a gun run like that. So we got a new smoke up, new target.
Pull up, pull up.
Zoom in a little bit this time.
Pull up, pull up.
I know. Need to get a higher approach, but it's difficult because of the ceiling.
Pull up, pull up.
Okay, that guy
Pull
that I
up,
was
pull up.
originally shooting at me, he deserves something better.
Pull up, pull up.
Again, needing to aggressively maneuver lefty righty to make it harder for the AAA to track you.
Pull
you
up,
know?
pull up.
Okay. We're gonna come back in, climb up to close to 8,000 as we're comfortable with.
Pull up, pull up.
There he is. A little pop up. There's the bastard. Right here. Nope, nope. Trying to get the first stage trigger.
Pull up, pull up.
You DACA me, I DACA you back. Aggressive maneuvers, aggressive maneuvers. I did not get him, but I hit him once. So maybe what we'll do instead of the DACA is we'll do the pew pew
Pull
with
up,
the
pull up.
Mavericks. It's targeting pod. Really? Still?
Pull up,
Yeah,
pull
let's
up.
see. Means I just got to keep doing that. Get further away.
Pull up, pull up.
Turn to the left. Mavericks.
Pull up, pull up.
Rifle one.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Okay. Well, I messed that up. I wanted the there we go.
Pull up, pull up.
CCIP reticle. Aggressive maneuvering.
Pull up, pull up.
Aggressive maneuvering. Ow. That hit me.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Well then. Let's check the damage here.
Pull up, pull up.
We're fine. I thought I got hit there again. Maybe it was just super, super close. I'll have to watch that. Now let's go back to that reticle. Let's go back to Mavericks.
Pull up, pull up.
That's the tank. Oh, fuck me.
Pull up, pull up.
Motherfuckers.
Pull up, pull up.
Where did those come from? That hurt a lot. That was a rocket, a missile, something. But I don't see any
Pull up,
damage.
pull up.
What the hell? I totally took a missile right there. Alright, what do I got on here? Got one more Maverick. Jesus.
Pull up, pull up.
Where do these guys shoot from? Like
Pull up,
right up
pull
this
up.
way. Fuck me.
Pull up, pull up.
No, that hit that time.
Pull up, pull up.
Aggressive maneuvering. I got one more Maverick.
Pull up, pull up.
See if I can get it off. Giggity. Trim, 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 trim. We'll check the damage here in just a second. Yeah, took a little bit in the right wing.
Delta 9000 on 254, holding Ansel Sweeper 2-3, checking in on rig 2 Q Type C.
Pull up, pull up.
Alright, that's it. I'm out.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Okay, now it's time to nurse this plane back home, boys. Oh, aggressive maneuvering still. Still way too close to the target
Pull
area.
up, pull up.
Stop being silly, Myth. Don't want to get into the clouds.
Pull up, pull up.
Though some elevation wouldn't be a bad idea. Keeping an eye on that radar altimeter. Switch to nav mode. Too much trim to the left. I believe the top of the clouds was like 12,000. Probably good to start turning to the right, ever so gently.
58055 Magnum times 2, flap face FS. Five 055 Arizona.
Almost through the clouds. 12,500, memory serves. Just a small hole. I just want to be through the clouds. There they are. 13,500. Leveling out 13,500 feet. And go ahead and drop all the stuff I don't need. All the racks for the weapon systems to lighten it up a little bit. Let's look at our gauges. Engines are running fine. Fuel. So we had a little fuel in the wings. Not a lot. So let's just go with both. Let's take a quick peek ski outside. Yeah, that looks a little rough there. Landing gear looks intact. Yeah. A little bit, a few holes in the horizontal stabilizer, elevator, vertical stabilizer, and rudder. Nope, none in the vertical stabilizer, just the rudder. Lost the wingtip. Just the tip.
Delta 9000, body spike, 16, Eagle 7.
So I'm F5 at 110,000 bearing. Oh no, he's going my direction because I'm going that way. Where am I on the map? I'm right here. Probably good to start descending. And that'll help speed us up a little bit too. So yeah, just a couple holes. But you know, let's check the scores real quick. So not too shabby. 131 kills. I've died twice. One of them was to myself. That's why I've got -1 air kill. I dropped a bomb while pushing the nose down. Don't do that. It's bad for your health. And took a little bit of AAA fire. The first death was also to AAA fire. I did really good that time. Well, not really. I don't know where those missiles came from, but I put some guns on them, and I'm pretty sure that's what killed them. But I took a missile, and that's not what caused this. The missile didn't do anything. I think it blew up right behind me, so I was popping flares and whatnot, because it was an IR missile. This all happened when like 8 dudes started shooting at me with their little DACA guns, and I hurt a little bit. So just a little bit. So we'll see what happens. So we're more than clear, except for that right there, which we can bypass by going to the left. And keep on pointing down. We want to keep descending. screen just to make sure I didn't point myself directly into that mountain. I just did. 30-degree left. Keeping an eye on that radar altimeter. Still triple X. Or quad X, rather. Yeah, we're fine now. So we should be good to pop around that way and land runway 12. See if that's 2002. Go ahead and tune to 251 to let Sochi know that we are inbound. We're 20 miles out. There's the cloud layer gone, so we can now go ahead and do this visual, continue our visual approach. Still need to descend. We're up at 8,000. We need to get down to pattern altitude, 1,500 feet. Descend, descend. Trim, trim, trim. Trim, 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 trim. Too much trim. And, right there's good. So, still inbound to land. We'll make our call at 10 miles. That guy just ejected. Just ejected. Why did you just ejected, guy? Oh no. Just want to keep over the water. That was silly. I don't know why that guy just ejected. Continue descending. Should be able to see the airport right up there, center of the screen. Getting pretty close to pattern altitude. I think we'll level out at 2,000 feet. It's a good altitude to start at. And I think we'll just go ahead and land runway 06, but we're going to double check our landing gear. To make sure that we are safe to land. 7 miles out. Let's look at everyone else and where they are at on the ground. Good. I think we're going to be okay to land runway 02. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c inbound to land, emergency landing runway 02. CDU's still up. There's our runway. Go ahead and throttle back just a smidge. Let's turn off our autopilot and start our turn. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c turning final, runway 02, emergency landing. Where is it?
Pull up, pull up.
There it is. Too soon.
Pull up, pull up.
Too soon. Throttle all the way down. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and do a little bit of the air brake. Gear down. More air brake. Flaps full. Check a quick peek at the landing gear. Looks like we got all of it. We're going to need to flare up a lot here at the end, which is okay. We got this, we got this, we got this.
Altitude, altitude.
But nice. Flaps up. Speed brakes are in. Go ahead and pump the wheel brakes. Just roll right over 2-4. Let's get our CDU so we got our ground speed. Let's turn on our nose wheel steering. That's a wreck. No, stay away from that. Sochi traffic, Mithridates A10c, clear of runway 02, taxiing to parking area. And we brought it down safely. It's not an engine fire, it's smoke's emitting from our wing. Engines are fine. Which is silly. Because I learned that if you want to put out an engine fire, not only do you have to pull this knob, but you also have to hit that switch. If you don't hit that switch, nothing will happen. But if you land, right, and you had pulled that knob, you have to push that knob back in to start the engine, otherwise it won't start. Figured that out the other day. Stream's been hot for 3 hours now. Let's take a quick look at the time. Yeah. Sorry, I'm texting my wifey. So real quick, I'll show you guys how to repair without having to realign your CDU, right? So first thing you do is you turn on your APU. You let that thing get started up. While we're waiting for that to happen, we're going to open our canopy. It's important. Alright. Once the CDU is started up all the way, unlock my throttle in front of each other real quick. APU is started up. Swap to APU generator power. And turn off engine AC generator power. And we shut down the engines. Go ahead and shush. And shush. And shush. I'm watching you. Now that that's all done, we go to open up our communications menu, talk to the ground crew, and then we request repair. If you did it all right,
Copy.
they say copy. And then you get a little indication here in the top right. Wait 170 seconds for repair. So let's do a quick little look of what kind of damage she took. Several holes that you can see right through the wing. This big ol' holes. I love the damage model. I like, that's one thing I really wish they would add a little bit more into. War Thunder does it pretty good. You know, little bits and pieces getting chunked off the aircraft. I love that kind of stuff. Hey, it has a little America symbol right there. What does that say? Let's roll. That's what it says. Nice. All the little itty bitty details, the labeling. Nice. Alright, so again, we just gotta wait for that timer to go away. And you know, they make our aircraft fly in the air for half a second, and then they give us a brand new aircraft, and they set it back down in the state that it currently or previously was, and we just start our engines back up, and we're ready to go. Now, you don't really want to refuel or rearm or anything like that while repairing. Just don't want to jinx it. I don't know, knock on wood kind of thing. So we're just gonna wait the 80 seconds, take a quick peek at the F10 map, see what is, if anything is exciting is happening. Let's see what this guy's doing. Nice. That would have been silly. Watching that right into the water. Ladder's down, bro. It's a bug. So annoying. But I don't think it affects anything. It's not getting ripped off like it probably really would if that thing got left down. Anyways, 40 seconds for repair. Take a quick peek at this.
Get out of ground, Delta 9000, taxi runway 33.
Let's see if anybody... What is this guy doing? He's way up in the sky. What's this guy doing? Just chilling. Nice. 20 seconds for repair. I'll show you what that looks like from the external view. 10 seconds. Get a notification that the repair is started. They levitate the aircraft. This is actually pretty cool. They do the... And they put it back on. So boom, we get brand new aircraft. And they set it back down. And when they set it back down, they open up all the things. Beep, beep. And just like that, let's go back into our aircraft. We have a brand new, see, aircraft repair finished. And our CDU is still aligned. So all we got to do now is start our engines up, right? And left engine is starting. Everything's aligned. We would just, we would rearm, refuel right now. And by the time our engines are done, we got gas, we got weapons, and we're going. So there you go. That's a fun little trick to make it so that way you don't have to realign everything in the A10 and you go to repair. Sweet. Okay guys, I'm calling it here. I've been streaming for a little over 3 hours today. A shorter day of streaming for me because, again, I went and played a game of Team Yankee. I had a lot of fun. I lost, but it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it. Gets me out of the house. But yeah, I'll probably keep playing DCS tonight, but I don't feel like streaming for much longer. The whole just talking the entire time kind of, I feel like I could feel it in my throat. I don't normally talk to people. Like I'm home all the time. My wife works. I don't talk to any of my neighbors. Don't really hang out with any of my friends, save for once a week or so. So I don't really talk. And now all of a sudden I'm talking a lot. Alright, well anyways, you guys have a good... See, left engine started. Right engine start. No. Good. You guys have a good rest of your day.